Hi guys, and welcome to lesson 3 in the series. We've already covered how to search for and copy traders, plus the significance of the risk rating and also the length of time a trader has been trading. Now we'll go into even more detail and we'll discuss how to analyse all of the information that eToro provides us about each trader. Now I've got up on the screen an example here as someone who actually already fitted our initial specifications that we plugged in from the earlier videos about having 30% over the last 12 months, having a low enough risk rating, etc. So on the surface, he seems like he'd be a great pick, but this is where we go into more detail. And this is where a lot of people make the mistake of not going into enough detail, and they come onto these sorts of websites and don't make as much money as they expect because they don't cover this much analysis. Now if we scroll down and we have a look at some of his months, we'll see in the last year he made 35% return on his money. This year he's already made 9.29%. It sounds great. So a lot of people will just click copy without thinking anything about it. However, if we start to look more detail, we'll see that in January 2006 he lost 11.3%. That's a considerably bad month. If you were to put money away with him and you checked 1 month later, you would not like to see those kind of numbers. We can also see in 2015 he lost nearly 20% in January. May he lost 8%, 11% in June, 18% in July, 15% in August. All of these numbers are just far too high. We don't want to find anyone that has any months where they're losing significant amounts of money. This indicates to us that perhaps they're more just gambling than trading. After all, anyone can make money with gambling in the short term, but you'll never make consistent returns in the long run with it. This is why we need to find someone who is clearly an experienced trader and with whom we can trust our money. So now I've also got up another example of a trader who actually is one of the ones in our portfolio, someone who we copy, because we've gone into this analysis and we found that his results are very impressive. He clearly knows what he's doing and he has made us money in the past. This is this guy right here. Now if you look back, you can see that he's been trading for over 2 years. This is the first thing to look out for. Now if you scroll down from below the video, you'll actually see we have a list of the key points, and this will be one of them listed down here. And if you want to just skip through, just read these key points rather than listen to everything, that's okay too. But we'll run through them for you so you can see how they apply. He has over 2 years trading. Now this is a good sign because he's made 45% 1 year, 26% the other year, 5.8%, and we're only 3 months into this year. So he's been doing it for a while and he's making consistent returns. This is the first indicator that this could be a good guy to copy. If you look at each individual month, you'll notice that his highest month, he has 17% for 1 month, the next are around 10%. This indicates that he's not going crazy on a month trying to make 70% return and risking a lot of our money. He's quite a safe guy. He knows what he's doing. Maybe he's spotted an opportunity in these months and he's taken it. The worst he's ever had in a month is minus 7%. Now, this isn't great, but this is acceptable. It's not too bad, and you can see even that in the next month he made 9% on his money. He jumped right back and he was back into the positives. And especially it's impressive because he has another month where it's similar and it's minus 7%, but then the next after that, the next worst is just minus 2%. So he may have thought he spotted an opportunity, made a mistake, but you can see that this is quite rare for him and the good months massively outweigh the bad months. So once again, he's passed this category. He looks very impressive. As we scroll down, just to confirm that he fits the category, he has an average risk score of 3, which is in fact below our max number of 4, and therefore another good sign. If you scroll down, you can see the next thing we're going to look at is the number of trades per week. Now this is another very underestimated factor. That people don't understand the importance of this. People sometimes see someone with 100 trades per week and think that's great, I'll get rich really quickly because this guy is trading loads, he'll make loads of money really rapidly. How much research do you really think someone can put into each trade if they're making 100 a week? The answer is not very much. they are most likely going on a hunch. They're going on a small piece of information, which can work in the short term, but this is about making profits in the long run. And that's not a good sign. Now, our guy only makes 3.5 trades a week on average. As this is his job, we can fully expect that if he's only making 3.5 trades a week, this probably means he is sat there carrying out research for the rest of the week, and he's only taking advantage of the really good opportunities, which would indicate to us why he has made such impressive returns. You can look at other factors, such as what he's frequently been trading. So he's been trading Google, NVDA, and Bitcoin. But once, as we talked about earlier, it doesn't really matter what he's been trading. If he knows what he's doing with those trades, then that's fine. It could be currencies, it could be anything. It's okay. This category right here, this section, same sort of thing. It just breaks down really what he's been trading, but we're not too fussed by that. Now the next quite important factor here, and it's really the final one because this guy has passed every single hurdle we've put up for him so far. But the next one, and the final one, is going to be to click on the chart. Now if you have a look at this guy's chart, you'll see that if I were to zoom in, you can pick out individual points such as this point to this, where it's gone down. And he's obviously had a bad time. You could also highlight the fact that he's bounced back very quickly and it's gone up rapidly. But we're not looking at the very detailed parts of the graph. What we want to see is a roughly steady increase. This indicates to us that the guy isn't putting all of his money on the line and suddenly he's doubled everything. He's not putting all of his money on the line and he's gone bad and he's dropped loads. If he has a relatively consistent increasing graph, well, this is what we can expect to happen with our money. Imagine we put the money in, say at this point I'm going to highlight here, between July and August. And if we were to check back, so it's quite steady to begin with, it might go up and down, but overall, as the months go along, if we were to have copied him, so under a year ago, we would have made quite an impressive amount with our money. So clearly he is a good guy to copy. So there you go, guys. If you follow along, you've learned everything you need to begin your journey to financial freedom. Hopefully, you've seen just how easy it really can be to make some very impressive returns with your money. The next step is just to sign up through one of our links and have a go yourself. You can even start off with a virtual portfolio where you'll have £100,000 to play around with, just to practice in case you have any hesitancy whatsoever. Alternatively, you can skip to the final page of our website, which will be linked below, and you can see who we're copying with our own money. You can even just sign up and copy those same people and trust in the fact that we have done all of this background research for you. Hope you've enjoyed the series, guys, and if you have any questions at all, just head over to our Facebook page and leave us a comment.